Well, hey gang, welcome back to another video. Today I want to share with you 5 tips that I think is going to help you improve in your photography. But before we jump into that, I just want to say a massive thank you to every single one of you for subscribing to my channel. I recently just hit 100 subscribers, which is such an awesome milestone, and to celebrate, I'm going to do a little giveaway. I'm going to be giving away this Kodak disposable film camera right here. It's a sports version, and I think the only difference that means is that it is waterproof, which is pretty epic. So stay tuned till the end, and I'm gonna let you know everything you need to do if you want to get this disposable film camera. Alright, so let's jump into these tips. So just a disclaimer, these photography tips aren't your typical like, alright, this is like how to do this or that with your camera, or this is how I think you should best use lighting, or this is how I think you should compose your pictures, or anything like that. These are just 5 things that have helped me improve in my photography, and I genuinely believe that they're gonna help you improve in your photography. So tip number 1 is consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency. I've once heard it said that practice makes progress. And I guarantee you, the more consistently you get out and shoot photos, or anything else for that matter, you're gonna find yourself making progress. If you wanna get better, get out there, practice, do it over and over and over again. That whole 10,000 hours rule, like if you wanna master something, you've gotta put the time in. Tip number 2 is take photos of things you enjoy. You know, while we're out there working on our craft, trying to get better at it is that we want to be getting better at, and in this case, photography, we're obviously not going to come back with the best results every single time. And so if you get out there and you choose to take photos of things you enjoy taking photos of, when all your photos don't come back like completely fire every single time, at least you're going to enjoy the process of taking pictures. If you're out there taking photos of things you don't really care about, then like you're not gonna have a good time, and it's gonna be an even worse time when you get the photos back and then like they're not very good, you know. I'm not saying that all of your photos are bad. Maybe it's just my personal experience that I take lots more bad photos than I take good ones. But that's tip number 2. Now tip number 3, it might seem a little contradictory to tip number 2, but I think it is just as important, and it goes hand in hand when it comes to your progress as a photographer, and that is taking photos of things that you don't normally take photos of. It's as simple as just getting yourself out of your comfort zone. It's getting yourself thinking a little bit differently than you might normally be thinking when it comes to how you approach photography. I guarantee you that as you get out of your comfort zone, as you think out of the box and take some pictures of things that you don't normally take pictures of, you will find yourself getting better at this craft of photography, because you're going to find yourself trying things you haven't tried before. You're going to have to try skills, techniques, all that you haven't particularly used before, and you're going to find yourself looking at objects, looking at light in a whole different way. Tip number 4 is shoot with people. For the longest time, I'd always go out and take photos by myself. I would go out for sunrise to a cool lookout or something, and it would be absolutely gorgeous, and I would come back with some cool photos here and there, and it was a good time. It was always a real bummer when I didn't get any good photos back, or the weather was trash or something. But I found when I went out and started shooting with other photographers, I started having so much better of a time when I was out shooting, and then it actually mattered less when all my photos didn't come back as good as I expected. And what I also noticed start happening was that someone else would be taking a picture of the exact same thing that I was taking a photo of, except they saw it in a completely different way, and they would take a picture of it in a completely different way to how I would have. And so it got me thinking a little bit out of my box, you know. And also what I noticed was other people just noticed different things to take pictures of. People take photos of different subjects to what I normally would. That's ultimately helped me grow so much in my photography. And tip number 5, if you want to improve your photography, is just get out and shoot. Stop waiting, stop procrastinating, stop waiting for the best light or the best weather. Speaking of myself here, like, just get out and do it. Whether you've got the most expensive camera in the world or you've got like just your phone or whatever it is, just get out there and take pictures. Just get out there and do it. And I've got one bonus tip for digital camera loving friends. This tip is for my film photography friends. Go out to the shop, buy yourself a roll of black and white film and shoot through a roll of that. Obviously we see the world around us in color, but when you're shooting black and white film, it's not like digital when you get it in Lightroom or whatever and you convert it to black and white. The film is going to catch it in black and white. And so you have no choice over which pictures are black and white or not. It's just this whole other challenge of trying to see the world around you through a different filter. And you have to pay so much more attention to light, you have to pay so much more attention to contrast and to composition. And so if you're a film photographer and you want to give yourself a little bit of a challenge to improve in your photography, try out a roll of black and white film. I thought I should at least show you guys a couple photos in this video since I'm not actually out shooting. So here's a couple photos I shot on a roll of black and white film not too long ago at my mate Harry's place. And the moment that you've all been waiting for, what you need to do if you want this here disposable film camera is you need to, right below, hit subscribe, smash like, and jump down in the comments and let me know what it is that you love taking photos of. For me, one thing I am for some reason loving taking photos of at the moment is rocks. As you might have noticed on some of these videos or on my Instagram, I'm just fascinated with taking photos of rocks at the moment. So drop in the comments below what it is that you enjoy taking photos of, and as long as you've subscribed and as long as you've liked this video, I'm gonna pick one of you from the comments. I will announce the winner in my next video, so stay tuned to see if you are the one that wins this here Kodak disposable film camera. I'll see you in the comments. Thanks for watching. Big love. Peace.